Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gemma's Window for 2019, the month of August. If you have concluded that you are a power year number 5, you're at the right place. If you're a power year number 5, it means you're in the month of 4 for August 2019. Now, you only have to calculate your power year number once for the year of 2019. I will tell you what the month number is so you don't have to worry about it. Very quickly, and I hope I'm not confusing, I just want to give you the calculations again to achieve the right power year number. So, look at the month that you are born in and take the number that stands for that month. Add it to the day of your birth. You're probably going to end up with a double digit, so add those two numbers together. Say you end up with the number 26, add the 2 plus 6 until you get a single digit, which would be 8. In our case, if you land on 5, that means you're in the right power year number segment. So, let's begin. Let's review quickly what 5 and 4 mean, and then I want to go over a few special days with you for the month, so if you want to jot them down so that you have them in your calendar, that might be fun to look out for. And so anyway, 5s, when you're in the year of 5, it's about changes. You might feel the hankering to make changes, or changes might just happen upon you. It might be the year that you want to change your hairstyle, or even do some plastic surgery, or change the style of your home, do some redecorating, do some traveling, have some adventure. 5 is a great year for writing and publishing and communication, and that communication extends into counseling. So you might want to go to counseling, you might want to be a counselor, you might change something in your business that gives more counseling or information to people in any way, shape, or form, the internet or in person. The month of 4 for you 5s is a practical month. It's a month, it's a working month, and it's a month to get things done. Now, you've got 3 power days in your month of August, which double that power to achieve things. Those days are August 9th, August 18th, and August 24th. I'm sorry. August 27th. 9, 18, 27. Those are your super duper power days for the month. Now, let's give you some days that lend themselves to romance. Good romantic days for you 5s in the month of August. That would be August 2nd, August 11th, August 20th, and August 29th. Oh, aren't you lucky? 4 days this month for romance. Now, good days in your month of 4 for the month of August to find or get or improve upon your job status. Those days are August 9th, August 18th, and August 27th. Good days for surprises, 5s, in the month of August would be August 7th, August 16th, or August 25th. Days that something unexpected might happen. So let's start with our segments now. And our segments are going to be this. We're going to look at business and job. Then we're going to go to romance and relationship. And then we're going to go to any situation that's in your life. We're going to find out what's the best possible outcome we can expect. I'm going to shuffle these cards now while I'm talking to you 5s, because I just want to tell you that in business, we're going to look at people who have jobs, like what they can expect from their job. Is there anything going on that they should know? Then we're going to look at people who are looking for employment. Usually somewhere in there, we'll give information about maybe another job offer coming in, or if you're looking to change companies. So I'm going to try to cover the gamut with 2 different simple spreads for business. So let's begin with those of you who have a job 5, those of you who are already employed, and you are a power year number 5. Okay, I see frustration 5s. Okay. Let's check out what this means. And so what I do is I use numerology. I'm going to use my tarot cards, and I'm going to use my own intuition and clairvoyance. I do readings every day, and I've been doing them for over 15 years now for the public. So I do want to take my time, and I want to touch the card and intuitively also feel what it means. I feel like you've been hanging in there for a long time. It's something to do with work where you've been hanging in there and you've been waiting to make changes. The only advice that this card might suggest is to have you made it clear what your limitations are, what you will not do, what you will not take anymore, what changes you have been trying to implement to make your job experience more positive. And what you'd like to achieve. Have you made those expectations known? That would be the only bit of advice, 5s, because where you're coming from, I feel like is some discouragement or a disillusionment where you feel, I didn't realize that, or I didn't even see that, or why are they saying that? I just feel like you've come from a bit of a place of downer, and now you're kind of in limbo wondering, I don't know if this is right. I don't know if I'm going to get where I want to go. What's coming into being is the Lovers card, which isn't so much about lovers at this time. It's more about choice. So I think that you're going to have to make a big choice that you're going to have to live with coming in the near future. You are in a year of 5, and that is about change. You are in a month of 4, which is about getting things done. So what I'm seeing here is that 5s, a lot of you might be a bit about at the end of your ropes with a particular job environment or project or even person at work. And the choice is coming up. I'm not so much getting that you're going to be let go as you're just disappointed. Okay, 5s, I'm going to start shuffling now for people who are looking for a job, but I feel like 5s who have work, you're going to be faced by either your own ultimatum or someone else's, that things are not going to perk up the way you want them to in the workplace. And to also make sure that you're not being overly sensitive or overly demanding and cutting off your nose to spite your face. Because, I have this Hangman card and he's upside down. And that's going to show me super, super, super sensitive all the way around for you 5s in this month of August. So don't be hasty, but I feel like a change of some kind is in order for those of you who have a job. Now, we're going to pull cards for those of you looking for employment. You're 5s, you're looking for employment, and it's the month of August, and you're in the month of 4, and that's a month where you want to get things done. We want to get things done. Now, we have the Lovers card coming up, as I mentioned a couple minutes ago. And I have my 10 of Pentacles card coming up for those of you looking for work. Now, I'm only saying this to those of you who are junkies out there and you want to know, tarot junkies, and you want to know, like, what is she talking about? What is she looking at? My 10 of Pentacles is the having it all card. Now, because I've got this heavy-duty, sexy, family love card coming up in those of you looking for a job, and I happen to have the Lovers card for those of you who have a job, I am feeling that I am meant to tell you that What is going on with the person in your life, the love interest in your life, or the person that you're interested in, or something like that, um, interfering with your work life? There is something going on there, apparently, for family and love to come up so strongly 2 times. Now, those of you who are looking for a job, I've got you very anxious, and there's a lot of anxiety around perhaps a job that you would like to relocate for, perhaps a job that takes up so much of your time it takes away from your private life, from your family, from the dating scene, from someone you'd like a commitment from or like to give a commitment to. That's what I'm finding with you fives. For those of you who are looking for work in the month of August, I feel like your priorities are where you're tweaking them. You're trying to make everything work in conjunction with your private life while you're looking for this new position. And here's the skinny on this, and this has not come up for me in a reading, a monthly power reading as of yet. We've got to move on to your relationship now, because I got to see, well, what's going on here in your private lives, in your romantic lives, that you are so concerned about romance. So let's take a look. Let's just skedaddle, and we're going to connect these two, hopefully. So don't run away yet if you're only interested in business today. Let's just see. Let's pull 3 cards for fives who are in a relationship in this month of August 2019. Okay. Okay. All right, fives. This is a little heavy duty for you. There are 2 cards in my deck that are going to talk about separation, divorce, leaving, maybe even, these are a little bit heavier than this, but maybe we're just talking about leaving the area, relocating for a job or something, or traveling a lot with your job and being afraid of losing your romance. And that will become a self-fulfilled prophecy for you, because I feel like there are people who are very concerned about losing their relationships, and it's here, and it may have to do with other commitments that you have elsewhere, one of them being including your job. The advice to you fives who have a relationship, and this is resonating with for you for the month of August, is that it's kind of like a poop or get off the pot kind of month. That's what 4 is. It's a practical month, and it's a month you want to know what's happening, and you may have to take the bull by the horns and say, you're not giving me an answer, so I'm going to give you one. Let's leave this relationship for a little while, and let's see what happens. Let's see how we feel. Let's talk again in a month or 2, or let's not talk at all. The important thing is not to make, and you know this, not to make a game out of it, to be very truthful, to stick to your guns, and you're going to do the best you can to stay away from that person. No texting. See, that's a crutch. That stuff is a crutch. Now, I was just picking up the cards to shuffle for those of you who are looking for a relationship. And also, again, I want to see if reconciliation comes up in either of these spreads for those of you who are looking for that. As I picked up the cards to shuffle, the card that fell out was the new relationship card. So everybody across the board, whether you've got a relationship, and this is only for those of you who are questioning it, and for those of you who are looking for a relationship, that's where you are. You're in a month of finding someone new, finding someone maybe who breaks a pattern of what you've known or had in the past. And I hope I'm not upsetting any of you, but I do want to tell you, fives, that this is a message to you for your best outcome. It's not a message for them. It's a message that you're right for some of you. There is something better for you out there, and someone better, and changes that are better for you. Now now that I've said that, let me surround this card that's fallen out about the new relationship. Oh, again, I got this. Oh, it's amazing, fives. It's amazing. Fives, I've got you leaving a place of security. It's something that you initiate. So either you changing jobs takes you away from home and hearth, love, stability, because you feel like it's better for you. So when I say either, it's either you leaving business or you're leaving a relationship because you just feel that there's something better out there for you, and it's in there, and it may be just a combination, and that's why these readings are overlapping. The reading for business and the reading for love are overlapping for you, fives, because they may be intertwined for you. For a lot of you for this month of August. Now, the card coming into the near future for people looking for a new relationship is it ain't easy. It's not easy. There's reprimands, there's authority figures being mad at you, there's maybe the family of the person you broke up with, in addition to the person you broke up with being annoyed at you. Maybe your own family's disappointed, maybe your kids are disappointed. But I've got 2 fives for you. I've got a 5 of Pentacles and a 5 of Swords surrounding an Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, everybody. It doesn't get newer relationship than that. Then you've got these 2 fives surrounding you, and you are in the year of 5, and that's about changes and trying to do your best while you make them. Trying to communicate the best that you can with people and explain to them what you need, what you want, and why indeed you're making changes if indeed you are. Wow. Big month, potential for big month. There ain't no big month, fives, if you don't do anything. Well, no, at the workplace, there might be a big change because somebody might make it clear that what's happening that you would like isn't going to happen. But, you can coast and you can coast and you can coast and you can ignore this reading all you want. But the planets are on your side if you'd like to listen to this and say, uh-oh, I have had this feeling for so long. I've got to lay it on the line with people and let them know what I want. Part 3 of this reading today, fives, is for you now to think of a question, any question at all. It can have to do with business again. It can have to do with a relationship at work. It can have to do with a new job that you're thinking about, a new state of relocation. It can have to do with health. It can also have to do with someone else's health, someone else's situation. Any kind of relationship at all that you have in mind, that you're questioning, ask about it. I tell my clients the more specific you are, the more specific my answers can be. Now, if I knew what your question was, I could make it even more specific. As I tell my clients all the time, I am not a carnival act. Do not sit there and let 30 minutes go by of your reading because you want me to pull something out of the air all by myself. If it's really, really on your mind, give me the first 5 minutes or so, or 10 minutes of a reading, but then you got to spit it out. Spit it out. We want to get to it. So let's make it specific. Here we go. We've already had a card fall out. We're going to pick 3 additional cards, and we want to know what's the very best that we can expect for fives in this month of August for any situation they have on their mind. I got to check this out. Now, the card that fell out, my friends, is the Justice card. Now, for me, in my deck, that can mean legal issues. It can even mean jail. It can mean a lawsuit, but it can also mean that the dust, in a nice way, that the dust starts to settle around these things or anything in your life, and things start moving in a more positive direction for you. That's overall. So whatever your question is, the work that you've done in the past is going to start to settle and start to point you in the right direction to get the outcome that you want for your situation. Now, what's very, very, very important that we've already touched upon, because it's the information that's come in for you. Once again, I have another card that says you've got to ask for what you want and you've got to make it clear. Your communication, you've done all the work. I've got that. I've got your Two of Pentacles in the recent past. Now I'm looking at where I am right now. My Six of Pentacles card is about going to your boss or going to the person in your romantic relationship or going to the doctor that you want or speaking to your attorney. Who's ever holding the cards for you right now, that can assist you to get you where you want to go, you have to go to them now. This is the month in August to go to them for results. Now, coming into being is a bit of a waiting period and a bit of a working period where you're solving out problems. So it's not an overnight outcome. So we're in the month of 4, which is practical. We want to get you in the direction you want to go, voicing your opinions and sticking to your intentions. When we go to September for you, we're in the month of 5. When we go to October, we're in the month of 6. Watch that month because it can be a tricky month with relationships with that month of 6 or relocations or things like that. I'm thinking outcome for you more in October, November, more December. An outcome possibly to this situation more. You may be able to nip this in the bud, some of you 5s, because 4 is a go-to month. It's a great month for you, but just the feeling of the cards makes me feel like there's going to be some working out of issues you have to do to finally get to that bottom line of the situation that you'd like. 5s, I thank you so much for joining me. If you want to know any more info about me, hop onto my website, gemmaswindow@gmail.com. Send me off an email or your thoughts. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I am trying to get more efficient at getting up and posting every month. I'm just trying to learn all this technical jazz. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time, 5s. Bye for now.